Seal. I'm a lifelong journalist since I got out of college, and I'm a contributing editor at Vanity Fair magazine. You know, I grew up in journalism in the 1970s when Hunter Thompson was a god to journalists. And we all wanted to write like Hunter. We wanted to be like Hunter. We all mimicked his writing. So, you know, he was, a personal journalism hero of mine, just because of the way he wrote, the chances he took, and the way he put down words on paper, which was so revolutionary and so refreshing. And so meeting Hunter was a really big deal to me. A friend of mine was in town, and he wanted to meet Hunter. I sent a fax to him and said, we'd like to come up one night, and I have a friend who wants to meet you. And so he said, okay. And so he said, come up at 10 o'clock at night or something. And so we rolled up here at 10 o'clock, and I stayed till maybe 3 in the morning. And we were like having scotch and smoking cigars. And at some point during the night, Hunter said, sit down a minute, and he shoved these binders at me, and he said, I want you to help me on this story. And I said, what's the story? And he goes, it's about Liesl Allman. And I said, okay, I'm proud that you asked me. I'll take everything home and read it. And so I went home maybe 2:30 or something, 3, and I went to sleep. And at 4 a.m., my phone rings, and it wakes me out of a dead sleep, you know. And I pick it up, he goes, Mark, goddammit, this is Hunter. He goes, I'm serious about this story. And he said, I want you to help me work on this story. And I said, okay, I'll come by tomorrow. So I came here the next afternoon. And Hunter didn't just get a letter or two, he got sandbags full of mail. And so what attracted him to the case of this young woman? And so the more that I read, the more that I came to understand it, it was because of this felony murder law that he was against. And I thought to myself, I'm gonna throw down the gauntlet that if I'll do the legwork, I'll be the reporter, the journalist, and he'll be the activist, but I wanted to share the byline. And somebody said, well, Hunter's never written a story with anybody before. He's never shared a byline or co-written a story. And then Hunter goes, I'll do it, just like that. So that was the start of the whole thing. I mean, I felt that this was a very important case. No matter guilt or innocence or whatever, this was an important case to tell the public about. I mean, this was a case that had so much resonance. It was such a sad case at a really sad time for a great city of Denver. It was a story that just was a tragedy on all ends, but in the end, you know, Hunter's crusade bore fruit. You know, something that doesn't happen every day in journalism, especially for a career writer like Hunter Thompson, who tends to be more known for his personal excesses and his lifestyle and some of the crazy things he did. And so, you feel a responsibility, and never more than with this story with Hunter did I feel the weight of responsibility to deliver a story, because I had promised a lot.